Hey, it's Jeff. It's been 2 months since I last gave you an update, and I'm really sorry about that. I kind of left you hanging. Um, where the fuck am I indeed? I can't tell you. Um, Robert just won't let me. I also can't show you around my barracks or around the house. Uh, they're all really kind of paranoid here, which I guess is understandable. So I can't really show you around anywhere, uh, but I can tell you what's happened to me in the last 2 months. I don't know if you know this. Not everywhere is affected, um, but there were relay towers down near where we're at. We haven't had really a lot of access to the internet, or much of the outside world for that matter. Um, First, I guess I should tell you how we got this back. Um, they have a system here where every month or so, sometimes twice a month, um, Robert gathers a team of 3 or 4 people, which is to say to leave only like 2 people behind, depending on how many people are staying with us at any given time. Um, he puts together a team that goes out into the towns and brings back the supplies that we need. About 2 days ago, um, I was up for the first time ever. They actually haven't entrusted me with a gun until 2 days ago. I could keep my machete, but only if an alarm was sounded. Um, and he also picked, there was me and him, uh, and this guy, Kyle, who I guess was also in the military with Robert. Um, and who else was it? Matt, which I don't really get. I mean, I guess, um, I don't know. I guess he's got to pull his weight somehow. He used to be an English professor, and before that, I think he was a psychologist or psychiatrist. I don't know. Anyway, we went into the town to get supplies. Uh, it was weird. I kept feeling like at any moment on the drive to the town, Robert was going to shoot me. I don't know. Anyway, we get there, and it's crawling with infected. I didn't realize how bad rural areas were, but it was bad. And there was this one outpost, this, like, I want to say it was a barn, um, that had more than most in it, and we saw this flag coming out of the window, and it was this team. We got there, we killed, infected, whatever. We got there, and there were this team that called themselves, I shit you not, the Mod Squad. They're a team of military technicians that have kind of gone AWOL since Chicago, and they've been roaming around the countryside, offering services for goods, protection, but mostly technical support. So we just spent the past 2 days trying to clear an area and give them enough cover to where they can fix this relay tower. I don't know, it's all very complicated. All I know is I don't think I've ever seen that many dead bodies before. It was kind of rough. What frightens me the most is how easy it becomes. When I first had to dispose of an infected, I almost lost my lunch. I freaked out. The second time I had to dispose of an infected, I did lose my lunch. Running for my life to get here, the idea of killing somebody, regardless of whether or not they were dead already, still fucked with my head. But the other day, it was like watering the fucking lawn. It was business as usual. What kind of world am I living in now? Anyway, I'm going to be able to give you updates now that we have our internet up again. And I guess I should tell you about some of the other people in the house. I don't have much to do right now. There's this girl, Catherine. I think her and Rob have a little thing going on. I don't know. Not really sure what she did before all of this. She's kind of quiet. There's another girl, Rebecca, who's barely said a word to me. They're kind of nervous of me ever since the last time, well, Robert told you about it. They don't trust me and understand. After yesterday, though, or the other day, my first, real outing, they're letting me carry a gun now, which is exciting. This place is incredible. They have everything you would need. Renewable resources, just a completely self-sustained habitat, I guess. And a lot of it is maintained by this guy, Jason. That man is a jack of all trades. He was a professor in botany or something, and he has a degree in engineering. He has a philosophy degree, which doesn't really fit. I don't understand how that happens. He knows how to do everything. I think before this he was a professional student, because damn, I haven't really been talking to him either. I've really just been able to talk to Robert, which is, let's just say, unfulfilling. He's kind of a focused guy. But I have been having pretty good talks with this guy, Matt, who seems perpetually shit-faced. I don't know where he keeps coming up with the booze, but he is a booze hound. But he's a cool guy. We've had some pretty interesting talks that took me away from the situation we're in about shit that doesn't matter at all anymore. He actually, because he used to be a psychiatrist or psychologist or whatever, he carves out a session a week for everybody if they want it. Rob says if anybody shows extreme signs of PTSD or anything like that, then it's mandatory. But I don't understand how anyone can offer psychiatric help in this situation, because we're all going a little bit fucking crazy. I know you probably don't want to watch all of this, but I'm just getting nervous and I need to talk, and Matt's busy, and yeah, it's we haven't had an alarm in a few days, and that makes me nervous. Oh yeah, that's what that was, by the way. The lights and the sounds and shit. An alarm goes off. They have tripwires around the perimeter, so when infected get too close to the house, an alarm sounds, so we know. The problem with this system is the alarm is loud as fuck. And whenever it can be one risen, we'll kill it, but then like a dozen or so will show up just because of the noise. So we end up fighting for the better part of the day and better part of the night, because the alarm let everybody know where we were. But when that doesn't happen for a few days, like a week, everyone gets a little antsy. It's not like shit's been getting better out there. If anything, it's getting worse, especially after that bullshit about the vaccine. Somebody's tried to market a vaccine for this infection, and people took it and decided not to defend themselves anymore, and boom, we have another several thousand infected on the streets. It's so that happened. In some areas, the infection was being spread through a water supply, is what they were saying. I don't know if that's true, but according to reports, there was blood in the water, in the town's water supply, and the entire town got infected. I don't know if that's true, but the point is, shit is far from being over. And I am worried because I think I'm going to have to become a different kind of person to survive. Maybe survival isn't something I should expect. Yeah, that about does it for me.